तं गुहायां विभ्राजते यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्था सन्न्यासयोगाद्यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोके सुपरान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे दह्रं विपापं परमेष्मभूतं यत्पुण्डरीकं पुरमध्यसत्कस्थं तत्रापि दहनं गगनं विशोकस्तस्मिन् यदन्तस्तदुपासितव्यम् यो वेदादौ स्वर प्रोक्तो वेदान्ते च प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्रकृतिलीनस्य यत्परः स महेश्वरः ॐ तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति।
हर हर नमः पार्वती पतये श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।
तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्न विराजितपदाम्बुजः वेदान्ताम्बुजसूर्यो यः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चैतन्यः शाश्वतः शान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीतः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्तिसमारूढः तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्म सम्प्राप्त कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। शोषणं भवसिन्धोश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पदः गुरोर्पादोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति
Pujya Swamiji, Sharananji and Pujya Swami Shantananji. Pujya Shantananji has taken time to come all the way from New Jersey just to be among us. It's a real pleasure. It's a real honor to have him here with us. So with my pranams to both the Swamijis, Sri Dhirenji, and welcome to all the honored guests and all of you here in the audience. It's been 3 long years since we last held the banquet in person. That's why it is extremely gratifying to see all of us being here together. If I can please have your attention so that Swami can speak and our Honorable Council General can also speak.
Thank you guys, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
I welcome all of you. My pranams to Pujya Swamiji. It's a real honor to have you all here among us. And I'd like to first introduce our honored guest, the Consul General of India, Chicago, Mr. Somnath Ghosh. Mr. Ghosh has been in Chicago now for the past few months, and prior to coming here, he held very responsible, high responsible positions in a variety of capacities throughout the world. Starting with his joining the Indian Foreign Service in 1997, he has been to a number of countries and served the interest of India everywhere he went. So it is a real pleasure for us to have him among us in Chicago and establish a bond between the Consul General's office and the communities at large. So with that, I would like to now invite Sri Ghosh ji to please come and address the audience. Mr. Somnath Ghosh.
Good evening, Revered Swami Santananda ji, Swami Sarananda ji, very senior community leaders who are present here, and all the brothers and sisters, my friends, a very good evening. It's an exceptional honor to, in a way, to open today's evening. I would request you to keep silence so that I can speak. Thank you. It's an exceptional honor and privilege. And I know that today's evening is coming after 3 years. 3 years, almost 2 years of our life was somewhere disturbed by the COVID. And we are coming out of that. Our country back in India, the country where we are living now, United States, the societies are coming out of the trauma of COVID. And this is right time when our work for spiritualism, our faith, and the joint work we do for the two countries and societies should resurge and we should resume. First of all, this is my first introduction to anywhere in Chinmaya mission. So I thank the followers all the way I came to Chicago. And this is the first time I come to in touch and experience the exceptional work and life of Chinmayanandaji and also the mission that the work that the mission is doing. Seva, Vishwas, and also the spirituality. And why I say that, some of you may know those those who know me personally, some of you may not know. I too, grew up in similar mission. From childhood, for 9 years I have been schooled in Ramakrishna Mission, 9 years in hostel in Ramakrishna Mission. And I see exceptional similarity, the openness, the liberal openness, the encourage to our old faith in Vedic faith. Entire humanity is, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And the spirituality that glues this entire world together. This is something different. This is something you don't find outside in India. And that is what we want to give to the world. It's a heritage that the entire world, the humanity is, kutum. It's a family, one family, united by a spiritualism, inner spiritualism, which every human inherits the moment he or she is born. So this is this message that great people from our country, one of them, of course you can follow in whose name and who has created this mission, you can see there have been other people. This is the great city where Swami Vivekananda gave the clarion call for human unity. I request each of you who believe in India, who believe in our spiritualism, today when you go back, read the speech, it is available everywhere. It's a 3-4 paragraph speech of Swami Vivekananda. You will find the answer what we can give to the world. It's the same message, which starting from Adi Shankarananda, even before that, which we are carrying in each of us, who are from India, who are from that region, and I feel any person, whether he is from Europe, from United States, whatever, they also are the equal claimer of that human heritage. I sometimes get emotional because, my childhood has been in a very spiritual environment. But what I learned becoming spiritual is becoming more open, becoming more liberal. So sometimes when the narrative you hear about India is not complete, we must appreciate what is Hinduism, what we call for, and what we are trying to do through this mission and other, spiritual missions. This is about unity, this is about peace, this is about love. Not something else sometimes people talk about. This is India is about. So if there is a real ambassador, there are real ambassadors of our country. This is people like you, Swamiji, and you. And I'm very pleased. Yesterday also I was there in another organization. I saw similar, people who are deep religious. They are successful in their individual life. They are contributing to the community. They are contributing to United States society and economy. They are contributing back at home. So with you lies the hope for future and peace and stability and prosperity of our society and our countries. Thank you so much for inviting me. I don't deserve the honor to open today's evening. I very eagerly look forward to hearing to Swamiji's. Thank you.
Hari Om. Blessed friends and families, we have been very fortunate to have assigned by Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmaya an all-day resident Acharya for our guidance, education, and exclusively overall spiritual strength of our center. We have immensely benefited by his guidance and association since 1991 and still continuing. And I am very honored and blessed to invite our Swamiji, Swami Sharananji, to come and give you a few words. Hari Om, my pranams to you.
समस्तजन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. Seeking Puja Gurudev's blessings and blessings of all the Swamis, Brahmacharis. Today is a great day in the sense we have Consul General who is the representative of our motherland. Okay? And again Swami Sandananji who is the representative of the mission here in Chinmaya Mission West. So it is a beautiful combination. And we are extremely fortunate to have all your loving presence in this occasion. There are different paths to God. But here what we are adopting here we are not doing prayer or we are not doing japa or dhyana. But here all of us have gathered to give. Giving is one of the best way of reaching God. Just by giving. But one should have a giving heart. Sometimes people, yes, you can clap. Actually, I wanted you to clap, but no one was doing this. To give, people give, and they give to whom? Their children they give. Surely everybody gives. People give to their spouse, and you know what is the end result. Spouse doesn't listen, and she will tell, do your own coffee and drink at the end. All the diamond necklace and everything she will get at the end, she will you do your breakfast. And children will give them the phone and will also pay the dues. They will not call you. Better call me. I am the mother calling you, call me. That also doesn't happen. So our just giving, we give and at the end we cost everybody. See, nobody is doing anything to me. I am only doing for everybody. I am not telling that kind of giving. When we give to the God, automatically we will go to the God. We don't have to know japa and puja, all those things. Just give, but give to the God. Not for tax benefits, okay? Not for tax benefits, but for God. I am giving it for God. And to give to God, one cannot do that in a restricted mind. Mind has to be open. Mind has to open and then purse has to open. Both. Then surely it will lead us to God. And my job is to invite Swamiji here. We were so blessed. Swamiji is here for so many years and he is like father to us. And whenever any issues, we always go to Swamiji. And Swamiji, it is not easy to everybody's problem. It is not that easy, so many people's problem, our problem, but he will listen to everything and he will give some advice, whatever, and really that works. And we are extremely fortunate because of Swamiji's presence in the New Jersey area, lot of center, even other places also, but lot of activities we go to our New Jersey center, chinmayamission.org, and then you go to New Jersey, how many activities going on. Swamiji's presence is doing everything. Swamiji takes a lot of classes, but at the same time his presence has inspired everybody to take responsibility and to do different activities. And we are here, at least we will get little blessing so that our activities will increase here because of Swamiji's presence. And we request Swamiji to give the words of wisdom to all of us. Hari Krishna.
समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. I'm very happy to see the hall is full. Generally, in our community, when we invite people for banquet, they hesitate. But today I see all of you in large numbers have come to support the mission itself is very encouraging. I remember a joke, let me share with you, that once a Mahatma was traveling. He wanted to stay one night. It was a village, so village people didn't have a guest room, etc. But they said there is an empty house, you can stay there. Then Swamiji said, okay, I will stay there. But then one of them reminded him that it is a haunted house. If you are okay, then we will let you stay there. And also that person told him secretly, whoever stayed here, never leave. Second. But Swamiji said, doesn't matter, I know how to handle it. So he stayed overnight and all the villagers were curious. What happened to this Swami? They came in the morning and he was sitting there after taking bath, having his cup of coffee and sitting there very happily. So they asked him, what did you do? Did you see the ghost? Yes, I saw the ghost. Then what happened? How did he go? No, it was very simple. What? I just asked for a donation. That's all. And he disappeared. But I know you are not like that. So you are here already. Now coming to the point that Seva is the topic that I have selected here. How to serve the Lord is very beautifully given in Ramayana. Bhagavan Ramchandraji was building a bridge across the ocean with the help of Nala and Neela, who were the architects. And then all the monkeys were carrying big stones and rocks, and they were building slowly. At that time, a small squirrel thought that, let me also share whatever I can. So these squirrels wet themselves in the ocean and came out and rolled over the sand, and then went and shook that. And millions of squirrels did this, and it has helped the architects, Nala and Neela, to fix the stones. And when this small contribution, when Bhagavan saw, he was so impressed and touched, and he took one squirrel and patted on his back. And that is why all Indian squirrels, you see 3 lines on the back. American squirrel, you don't see it. They never went there. So, this is the whole key of the Seva. This kind of whatever little that you can do, you take part of it, you become part of it. This was our Gurudev's message also. If you want to raise $1 million, approach 1 million people, ask $1. Because then what happened, 1 million people's heart is there in that organization. Their blessing is there in that organization. Otherwise, if one person give you a chunk of money and then you build an institution, that will not have the same blessings of million people. So this is the whole key. And then Gurudev used to he gave an address to Rotary Club once. I was traveling with him, so I heard this story that he shared. I think I will also share with you. That once Lord Narayana thought that these Devas and Asuras, they always fight each other. So he wanted to bring some consolation, so some peace between them. Therefore, whenever you want to make peace with people, what do? You throw a party. In English also it is said throwing a party. I don't understand why they say throw a party. I mean, it is a waste, that is why it is. Maybe that is the reason. But whatever it is, Bhagavan thought that I will throw a party to these two Devas and Asuras. And then he invited Devatas, went and invited the Asuras. They were hesitant in the beginning, but then they said, let us go, anyway they are inviting us, let us go. And they appointed a day, it was on 24th September evening, 6:30 is a party. And they were given instruction that what to wear, etc. The black tie and casual dress for the ladies. For the men it is the suit and all that. So whatever it is that they followed their instruction. And that evening, that whole heaven was open for the party and it was beautifully decorated, and then the angels received them with all upacharas, and then they were all seated according to their status. And then mostly the parties, when you go to the parties, what they do first is the happy hour, isn't it? And there are some, the soft drinks and then some, and they open the champagne bottle. In heaven, champagne bottle is in the form of amrit. So that was opened, and then chilled one, it was opened and given to them. And they were all sipping and enjoying and having socializing with each other. And that happy hour is over. And then Bhagavan Narayana appeared before them and he addressed them saying that I am very happy that you are all there here together as brothers. They are first cousins. In fact, they are first cousins, they should be together. But then because of some reason they became inimical and all your enmity is given up. Now you are joined together and sitting together and eating, that itself is a great joy for me. Bhagavan addressed them and said that now I have made special arrangement for the special food that is available for everybody to enjoy. And this heavenly made food, so therefore it is a special menu that I prepared for you all. But there is one condition. When they heard this condition, Asuras thought that I told you there is always a catch when it comes to Narayana. So, what is the catch? He said, it is a buffet dinner. So you all can go and take whatever you want. And then only one condition, that when you eat food, you should not bend your elbow. Now, this Asuras thought that how is it possible without bending your elbow, how can you eat? They all said, down, Narayana, and got up and went. Then the Devatas were sitting there and they took their food in their plate. And then afterwards, one of the Asuras stood back and wanted to see what they are doing. And to his surprise, they saw that each one was feeding the other. So they don't have to bend their elbow. And each one was bending. So whatever that is in your plate, it is not meant for you, it is for the other person. If is understood that that is called real service. And whatever we have got in our plate, whatever be your manner, whatever effort that you have made and made your money, but that is not meant for me. Let me share that with my neighbor. If this attitude is kept, that is called real seva. Thank you very much.
Hari Om everyone, I'm so sorry my order was off a little bit. We are so excited to share 3 wonderful cultural items with you this evening. While we're getting set up here, when we were preparing at the 3 centers, we started to think about what we've missed the last 2 years. The sense of community, the focus on children, the focus on Bala Vihar, and taking the theme into consideration, we're really happy to share with you 3 homegrown items that within each center brought people together to work on them and prepare. And the first one from the Yamunotri Center is aptly named Swagatam Shubha Swagatam. Welcome, an auspicious welcome to all of you. The Yamunotri team started to think about how when seva done well leads to sadhana and done in the spirit of teamwork and dedication, the yajna spirit, that's what they wanted to share with you today. So their song beautifully encapsulates that essence, also highlights Sankalpa, a positive declaration. It was written by the late Pandit Narendra Sharma ji and set to tune by sitar maestro late Pandit Ravi Shankar ji. The kids participating in the dance are from the Yamunotri Center, the kids of Aruni and Sri Rama classes. So let's give a big warm welcome to the Yamunotri Center. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. One more big round of applause for the kids from Young and Elderly. Thank you all. Awesome.
Now we invite Chakraji to come to the podium, please.
I really appreciate all of you understanding the significance and the seva of the mission to make sure that they should be attended and participate. And on behalf of the mission, my expression of sincere gratitude for all of you to be here this evening, and we are now spoken. It is really gratifying and an honor for me to recognize our invited guests to this banquet. Yeah, you already heard our Council General, he had other appointment, he had to leave. And it was nice of him to come with Ajit Singh, who was the Vice Consul for Media and Cultural Affairs. Dr. Bharat Barai is a founding benefactor of our mission center. There are things that I would like to mention here in welcoming him. He's an active community leader in Chicagoland area for 40 years. He received Pravasi Bharatiya Award in 2017. He received Elmhurst, I want to tell you, please hold on. He received Ellis Island Medal for Honor in 2013. His story as a model immigrant is depicted in the U.S. National Museum of Immigration in Ellis Island, New York. In 2019, he served in the selection committee for Pravasi Bharatiya Divas Awards. In 2022, he was the selection committee member for Padma Awards in India, that is Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, all these things. Our Bharatji is involved and is a member of this committee. He served as a trustee and chairman of the Board of Trustees of Manav Seva Mandir and Northwest Indiana Hindu Religious Center. And he is a supporter of Chinmaya mission from the very inception of our institution and a benefactor ever since. I welcome he was here and Hari Om, thanks for both of you.
You will join in.
Yes. The Vasi and Rajini Janardhan, an ardent supporter of Chinmaya mission since many years, truly appreciate mission's work and promote inculcation of our values in our children. He considers it very significantly important. That's what the mission's work is doing. And he has done that as a woman center leader, and also a very highly recognized real estate investment business undertaker. And he's a dynamic entrepreneur and humanitarian. Vasi and Rajini Janardhan. And of course, I want to introduce to all of you one of our senior most families of the mission, Dr. Gopal Lalbalani, 4-time president of Oak Group, and also a most ardent devotee of Dada Vaswani, and Dr. Gopalji's family and the children were initially very beginning ages of their growing times were involved and part of the mission. And we have working closely together as a family in Oak Group. And we look forward to him continuing, and we request that to make a change in Oak Group. His leadership has made substantial change in the life of Oak Group. Thank you. Christine Rausch is here with us. She is the executive and partner of American Commercial Bank, and they are offering us very, very favorable financial arrangement for our funding needs, which the details will come to you later. And we invited Christian especially to be present in our banquet to all of you to know. And our accounts will be beginning with ACB, and we will be negotiating and finalizing an agreement of funding with government Chinmaya Mission starting very soon. Welcome. Dr. Sudarshan ji and Neetu Sharma, from the very, very first day of the mission onwards in Badri, their family has been part of this mission, and he has been an enormous benefactor for Badri as well as Yamunotri Center. The children grew up in the mission, and Sudarshan ji and Neetu has been also a volunteer teacher for quite a while in our center, and we consider their association to be invaluable to the mission, and is one of the biggest benefactors financially for the mission's requirements. Hari Om. Dr. Lakshman Agadi and Vedavati, a long-time supporter and benefactor of the mission, he is in the business of medical equipment manufacture and supply. At the same time, his involvement in our institutions in the community, in the temple as well as other institutions, and support to Chinmaya Mission has been very valuable, continuing for many years. And they are here. They came from Florida and has participated in our work. And Anil ji and Shashi ji, family of the mission from the very beginning day with their young children in Balavihar, continuing even supporting the mission throughout all these years, a benefactor and supporter throughout continuously ever since the mission started at Badri Center. Dr. Anil Agarwal, and of course, my pronouns to Swamiji for this busy schedule, being able to come to Chicago for this banquet. Swami Chandanaji, for pronouns to you, Swamiji, for making it happen. And Dhiren Bhatri is our Acharya for our Chicago Center. And of course, he introduced our Swamiji to all of you. Hari Om. We will continue. I may have to take a little more time because this is the purpose of this whole banquet. I just want to give you an overview of what the mission does. It is very inspiring to see all of you here. This is the only annual event that we offer to the community for all of us to get together and have a wonderful time like this, and at the same time give an opportunity to every family to offer what they can for the support of the mission. And that is the primary purpose and the goal of this particular event. And we have no doubt that this will come through in a very fulfilling manner from all of you. It is not that we require all of you to do a certain level of support, but if all of us combine, do whatever we can, collectively our goal will be achieved. We have difficulty. Mission has given a human service to our community for 43 years in the Chicago area. Everybody considers Chinmaya Mission simply as a Balavihar children's education, and that it is true. Our children's personality development is founded with well-rooted understanding of our religion and spirituality. Their strength is invincible as they grow up as members of the mission. But at the same time, we have many different programs, discourses for our acharyas, study discussion on a weekly basis, and camps, family camps, children's camps, many different activities, cultural events. All these are combined. It's a total offering of a value-based, life-changing experience for the children and the families of our community. This is the mission's work continuously being done. And also, We have very much engaged in rural development activities, charitable relief efforts, and there is an organization parallelly known as CORD, C-O-R-D, Chinmaya Organization for Rural Development. Our Puja Swami Swarupanji, the global head of the mission, has started the work of the CORD, not only for India, but also for the US. That unit is beginning to function since last 2 months. So different mission centers have made individuals to be involved in that particular organization, to give whatever the community needs are through a value-based approach and structured support for seniors, underdeveloped communities. That work also is continuing. So it's an overall very broad-based service for the mission that is coming to different community levels all over the United States. We fortunately are a very major center of the mission. We have 3 centers locally, Badri in Willowbrook, Yamunotri in northwest area of Chicago suburbs, and Gingotri in the city region. So these 3 we are covering not only the suburban location but the city side also. And in addition to that, mission is giving support to neighboring areas like Milwaukee, Peoria, St. Louis, many different areas where mission activities. We take some primary responsibility to conduct these activities and similarly to global mission service. At the moment, in our own centers in Chicago, we have almost over 600 children and their parents come to the mission every week and participate in mission activities. These are all, I just wanted to give you an overview of the mission work. Very dedicated, safe. This is where mission comes to play a valuable role in the lives of people. I just wanted to bring to your attention that in 1985, we bought the first property for the mission because until that time we were doing house-to-house activities. It just became necessary to have a center to grow and bring more of mission work into the community. We had a house that was bought, that is where Badri location is. And with everybody's support, we were able to pay that property off. We were able to build the Badri building what it is now. I'm going quickly to see overview to let you know because we are behind a little bit. The Badri Center was built and it was inaugurated in '93, and it cost few $1 million, but we were able to make it debt-free in the course of 4 years. Now, even that, the old framework house that we have in our property is not really inhabitable. It's over 170 years old. We need rooms for our classes. We have an old house and a metal shed that we converted to usable as classrooms. So these 2 must go. So it is not a matter of option that we have decided to do some work, but it is out of necessity that we must change it. So for the last 2-3 years, we were making a very beautiful development of the institutional establishment to come in place to complement the Badri current facility and provide equal number of classrooms, cultural activities, and whatever the mission service needs. So this has been, I'm going to invite a couple of our servants here to give you the details. We have completed, for last 8 months, we have been working with Dipesh Gandhi with all the details of the design and development. Finally, our permit has come through. It is a go. We are negotiating, as you said, with JCB. Christine is here. We will get the best possible financial contract to support the construction that we must do for Badri development. I just want to let you know that we have been building with everybody's support. There are 2 separate funds that we have in our missions investment. One is called corpus fund which we will keep it in perpetuity for the support of any kind of need that will come. The proceeds from that fund only will be utilized for mission needs. But then there is another non-purpose fund that also is about $2 million value. We will be using that money for the development that we need to do right now. So this information I am telling you, they will give you some details about the contract requirements. We have a finalized contract, we have a completed permit, and we are almost finalized, complete, it to be signed off with American Commercial Bank for the mortgage. So these three are our immediate needs and things that we must be doing. We will need everybody's support. I have substantial amount of support coming from many people. Later on, after the presentation, I will come and make some announcement what level of support we are getting. That information I will give you. At this point, I am going to invite Dr. Ashok Balakia, our Vice President, and after that, Deepak Chande, to give you certain campaigns that we are doing for supporting this Badri institutional development plan, which we should be starting anytime soon. Because we are ready to go, but we want to give you that information. So I'm going to invite Ashok ji here first, and then Deepak Chande will give you the details. Hari Om, please see you.
Hari Om. My pranam to Puja Swamiji, Swami Saranji, Swami Shankaranji, and pranams to all. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadguru Vai Namaha. I'm going to be very brief. Can you cut down the volume? I'm going to be very brief presentation. Most of you, last year we did that, and we presented this to start this program almost a year ago. But as Shankarji mentioned it, that we ran into a lot of issues with the county, not with their fault, but the system is, it took us almost a year to go through their demands and outsourcing of the whole program. So that's why where we are here right now. But fortunately we have a permit, and unfortunately we are negotiating. So we're going to start with the, please go forward. Okay, so you see this quickly, the Badri building here. Most of you can see, some may not be able to see it. This is beautiful rendering. On your right hand side is our present building, and then you go to the left hand side, which has about 24,000 square feet of building, including Swamiji's residence in that area. Next please. This is the front entrance. This is a rendering of the our construction. Next please. This is the foyer. This is about 2,000 square feet of foyer, which is joining our present ashram, Badri building, and then it will turn into the southwards towards the auditorium type of, which is a dual-based function in that classroom plus the auditorium. Next please. This is the rendering of the auditorium here, which will take about 500 seats of place in there. Next one. And if you see that, the blue area is the present building, our Badri Ashram, and that has been increased to 10 more feet. And then there's Puja Swamiji's room in green, and then 2 bathrooms, and Puja Gurudev's shrine, and a big bookstore, which is very important for us. And then you go downwards, and the green is again dual function structure. Takes about 500 seats of auditorium plus the classroom. And if you go on a pink area on the left hand side, it shows the Swamiji's building, which is Swami Sharmaji's building is almost like 4,000 to 5,000 square feet of area roughly, which has a ground floor, basement, and 2 top floor, which will take 2 more Swamiji's for accommodation. Next please. Same way in the basement, you go on your right hand side is the present 6 classrooms, which will, present kitchen will get converted into the classroom also to make it 8. The green area is on the top floor, which will be 9 classrooms, and they can be all opened up, and it will create a banquet area like this whenever the function we need to do it in the future. Also, you see the pink area, which is Swamiji's basement, which is right now untouched and can be used for many things in the future. Next one. This is a beautiful entrance area. This is not very clear, but if you see, there's a 2-lane entrance for our building, and then there is a dropout, like a 9 cars dropout area, so there's no obstruction to the traffic flow, and traffic flow can smoothly go to our present parking place, which you can see on the other side. Then we will have a new parking lot, which is a unfinished parking lot right now. We are parking in a grassy area. That's the structure in that area. And then we can get out 2 ways out, 2 outlets from that point area. So next one, please. So basically, this is a quick overview of it. I didn't want to take your time. Again, we need all your support to do this program. We are almost there. So do whatever you feel from your heart to our future generations, future children. And 2 more things, I'm going to just finish it with that, is that we have signed the contract with a very well-known contractors. They are known as a 3G builder. They are here. Sanjay bhai, please give your stand up for me. And Bhavesh bhai. Sanjay bhai is very much into the trustees of the Jain temple. Also, they have been holding our price line for last 1 year. So we thank you for all the help they have given. But one more important thing, and I know the MEP work, mechanical, electrical work is going to be done by our own people. And I am going to ask Ramo Sumaliji, please at least stand up. I know you don't want to stand up, but I want you to stand up. He is in the back. With his company, he is going to perform all our MEP work. So we are in a win-win situation at this point. So I'm going to finish here and ask Deepakji to introduce how we are going to get there. Okay, $7 million project. We have money, of course, Sangaji told you that, but it's not the end of it's not going to solve our problem. So every year we have gone through some planning, and every year we need double the money we raised every past year. Okay, so that's where the whole thing comes in. And I'm going to ask Deepakji to finish his presentation of the cards and everything what you have on your table. Hari Om, and thank you.
Thank you, Ashokji. I'm here to solve the problem that is presented. So, dear friends, I'm happy to see all our friends from Badri, Yamunotri and Gangotri coming together after 2.5 years, and we are delighted to stand here as one family of Chinmaya Mission. Thank you. My pranams to Swamiji and all the distinguished guests, especially our Councillor General, Mr. Ghosh. And as Shankarji and Ashokji mentioned to you, we are embarking on a very significant project. And it's 6 million, 7 million, sure it is. But I believe that our community is capable of undertaking this, and with all of your support, we will make it feel like a piece of cake. The main thing is that the envisioned New Badri facility will meet all our current needs as well as the needs of the future generations. So we are looking forward to serving the community that we served for the last 40 years for many, many more years to come. So we are kind of forward looking and making our facility to meet those needs. And any project that we start, we have to have a sankalpa. as to what we are doing. So I would like you to look at the blue card that is on each one of your desks, or on your table, and take a look at it. I want you to be familiar with the sankalpa that we are taking. And our sankalpa is to establish a sacred space, the space which is aligned with Pujya Gurudev's vision, to learn and reflect on the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, and to honor our Guru Shishya Parampara. And this space will avail the rich heritage of Sanatana Dharma to the generations which come after us. So the main theme of this project is going to be Gita Jnana Ganga. And what Gita Jnana Ganga is, it will be a theme that will be depicting the highlights of Lord Krishna's teachings throughout the Bhagavad Gita in a various formats, including exhibits, artifacts, and many electronic mediums. Now all of us here are beneficiaries of Gurudev's vision and his mission. And we got to soak in this divine knowledge because Gurudev decided to come down to the plains from the peaks of Himalayas and give us the doses of Gita that we would not have otherwise had. So now it is our time to pay it forward. To raise the funds, like Shankarji and Ashwani mentioned before, although we have substantial funds with us, there's still going to be about $5 or $6 million to be raised. So I'm going to give you just a couple of ways we have planned on approaching this problem. So on the back of the card, there are two sections, and one is called legacy donors, and the other one is the benefactors. In this particular space, there are special features, which is the Gurudev Shrine, Tapovan Hall, Chinmaya Heritage House, Gita Jnana Ganga theme. And those of us who can support to realize these features by donating more than $100,000, minimum $100,000 and upwards, will be honored as legacy donors. We will also have the highlights of 3 distinct yogas through the exhibits based on Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. You can become sponsors of one of these yogas by contributing $25,000 to $75,000 by sponsoring one of these yogas. Now I know we have never asked for that kind of funding, but like Gurudev's quote in earlier hour, Swamiji said, the greatest joy in life is giving. And to give, we must have abundance in ourselves. And fortunately, our community is blessed with abundance. All of you are blessed with abundance. All of your children are well-to-do, they're professionals, and we find ourselves in position in life where we are capable of giving. So, like Swami said, if you speak in your heart, open your heart, think about Gurudev and how we can move his work forward, I'm sure you will consider becoming legacy donor or benefactor for Chinmaya Mission Chicago. So let us express our gratitude towards Pujya Gurudev by availing us with his grace. It is time for us to step up and act so his grace can flow through us to the generations which come after us. Thank you very much, and you can approach any one of us if you have any questions. Thank you.
I felt it is important that at this point I come in front of all of you to see where we are, what level of support we are getting from our families, friends and benefactors. We are immensely grateful to what I am going to call out for you. For the Badri expansion, Kaushik Joshi has pledged $100,000. You can hold. We will have to clap quite a lot of time so we can hold it all together, but I have a big list of it. That's what I want to tell you. Okay? Shiva Ramamurthy, $100,000. Sujata and Deepak Chande, $100,000. Ashok Dholakia, $50,000. Samir Shah, $50,000. Sudarshan ji, $100,000 that he has already given us 50, so we are looking forward to more from him. We don't have to say, we are very informed about it. Praveen Thakkar, $25,000. Dr. Lakshmi Narayan, $50,000. Dr. Rani Limaye, $50,000. Ruba Chennamneni, $50,000. These are all pledges, but some of them have already paid part of it, which I have not mentioned here. This itself has come to over $625,000. Now, in addition to that, Yana and Sujata Patnaik, $15,001. Ramu Adishamulli, $50,000. Ravi and Sudha Elamanji, $50,000. Anil and Shashiji, $5,000 for this banquet. And Nirmala Bhopalam and Apparao Devata, $10,000. So this comes to close to $100,000. So we are in a very good starting point. I think this will go on. Gurudev's grace, it will come to happen, and our institutional development will take place in a very, very short time as we have scheduled. Hari Om. We have a practice in our banquets when we get those donations that we come and announce it with the permission of the donor. We have arranged our children to come to table by table, your envelopes to be given to them, and there are 2 donation forms that you may have at your table. Please take a moment to look at it. One is actually mentioning this expansion. The other one is that we have used every year for our banquet for contributions. No matter which way you enter it, whatever you come out and give collectively, we feel very confident this will be a very, very successful banquet towards the development of our center. Hari Om, and we have the next item.
In downtown Chicago. Yes, hands. Warm round of applause for the Gangotri kids. Yay! Awesome. Can I get help with the microphones? Thank you. One thing that brings the Gangotri community together is singing. The kids sing from age 18 months and up, and it helps them in so many ways. It gives them confidence to speak, helps them read, gives them peace and contentment as they learn emotional stability as well. It's brought families closer, providing a way that adults and children can do a beautiful activity together. So for this banquet, Gangotri decided to come together as one voice and share 2 bhajans, one in praise of Gurudev and one in praise of Lord Krishna. So let's please welcome Ishan. Where are you? Ishan, can you wave please? Yay, Ishan. How about Sanaya? Yay, Sanaya. Anisha. Soham. Where's the applause? Rihanna. Dear Arjun, Zen, and Yana. Welcome from Gangotri. Thank you, everyone. One more big round of applause from Gangotri. Thank you all.
Hari Om. At this time, we invite Dr. Bharat Barai. Shankarji had introduced Dr. Barai.
Pujya Swamiji, Consul General Ghosh, and Ranjit Singh, and friends. Swamiji said that when you give money, you give it to God. Let me give a little different perspective, especially as parents of children living in USA. Many times we have wondered our culture, our heritage of Sanatan Dharma may be lost on our children. When we were growing up in India, it was different. There was influence in the school, in the society, everywhere. Now, in USA, Chinmaya Mission is doing a great job of training our children to be good human beings. If I summarize their mission, it is that they are telling our children how to become a good human being, keeping our heritage of Sanatan Dharma, our culture. So when we are giving to Chinmaya Mission, we are investing in our children. So if we want our children to keep our heritage, to keep our culture, to keep the Sanatan Dharma, then let us help Chinmaya Mission do that so that they continue to educate our children. Thank you.
Yes, before I hand it over to Sangeeta ji for our next cultural item, our children are walking around with some collection baskets. So if you have your pledges or donation forms completed, please do give them to the children and they will bring them for our counting team. Now Sangeeta ji, if you'd like to introduce our next item.
At Badri, we started thinking about all the different forms of sadhana that we engage in every week. Stuti Vandana, Vedic chanting, Gita chanting, Swaranjali, yoga, dance, just to name a few. And we thought about how every simple moment in our daily lives can be a form of sadhana. So we took a closer look at the daily prayers, the first few pages of the Hridi Bhavayami that our kids learn in Balavihar. We thought about waking up in the morning and seeing Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Krishna in our hands. We can only do good with those hands. We thought about seeing the countless forms of divinity all around us, sustaining us, nurturing us. We thought about touching the ground to thank the earth, the blessing and joy of clean water. We thought about Ganesha helping us to overcome our internal obstacles, about Saraswati helping us learn, about Surya filling us with energy. We thought about eating as an act of offering into our own internal fire, about lighting a lamp to dispel ignorance. We thought about everything we do or say or even think as an offering, and we ask forgiveness if it's less than perfect. We wish that everyone, everywhere, at every moment, be happy, healthy, and free of all sorrow. Please welcome the group from Badri. We are so fortunate that our Swamiji gave a name to this item, Dinacharya or Dainika Acharanam, our daily sadhana from morning to night. Thank you very much, and please welcome Badri. Can people hear me in the back? Yes? Can we get started? Should we start? Okay, they're just tired of waiting, so we have to start. Think of dawn, everyone. Tera
And a big round of applause for so many of you already contributing and sending your envelopes to the front table here. We are extremely fortunate that we have one anonymous donor who wishes to match dollar to dollar up to $25,000. If you can be so kind and take his offer and continue to donate so that this anonymous donor will continue to, the pledged amount of 25,000 will become a donation. So we will very much appreciate if you can please use your generosity, your good heart, and continue to support the Chinmaya mission as you always have, but continue to do it even with a greater amount of fervor. We heard from Shankarji about the need to build the new center in Badri. We saw a beautiful presentation earlier. All of that will only be feasible because of the generosity that you will display at this banquet. So once again, thank you for being here, being part of the family here. We want you to enjoy your dinner. At the same time, if you have not yet committed for donation, please do so as soon as you can. Hari Om.
The children have worked very hard. They've memorized the entire chapter 15 and they'll be chanting it from memory. Go ahead and please start.
Pashyantyachekasah yata
Just the information, there's a question came in from young parents that these dance programs and various things is mission teaching or not. Mission does not teach dances, but mission definitely has the festivals which we celebrate like Ram Navami, Shivratri, and during those programs, if you are in the mission, your teachers will explain because they participate in programs and create this dance, dramas, skits, and it's a fun activity along with the learning. So, but the most important thing is that the parents have to take a part and talk to the teachers and participate in the program. So if you participate, then your child has a high chance of learning all the activities we perform here. These are some specialized gifted children whose parents take a lot of pain to teach them. So please make a point that you participate in all the activities of the generation anywhere, all around the world, or even in the USA. Each center does the same thing what we are doing here. Very well, thank you.
Everyone, please enjoy your dinner, and during dinner we will be giving some more updates throughout the dinner program, and then we have vote of thanks and our concluding. So please don't leave until we conclude.
please continue to enjoy your dinner. I'll make some announcements as donations keep coming in. And we are thankful to each and every one of you for coming forward and making these donations. So here are a few names we have. Rajesh and Deepa Sevam, $1,000. Venkata Namburi, $11. Dr. Aruna and Suresh Wade, $1,500. Neha and Theo Stale, $51. Ajay Matkaikar, $30. Ramesh and Jyotsna Palla, $860. Ronak Desai, $125. Nandini Anantharaman, $350. Jagdish Devarajan, $150. Vikrant Vulialkar, $75. Raman and Geeta Mahadevan, $201. Ajit Seth for $100. Nicholas Shah, $35. Ganpati Shankar, $500. Ankur Bhatia, $200. And a donor who wants to be anonymous is given us $4,000. Thank you all for all your donations. We'll continue to announce more as we gather more envelopes.